So I know it's not technically the new year yet, but OMG, I'm gonna class this as a start of a good new year because the first two books I started reading, I really loved. So the first one is The Goldens by Lauren Walton. It's basically about this girl who gets starts at a new uni and stuff, and she ends up becoming friends with not just a popular girl, like a famous like influencer and stuff like that, and everything all seems good. But when I bought this and I read the blurb, I was like, this sounds so interesting. It sounds like an influencer who ends up going a little bit stir crazy and ends up becoming like a cult, or a cult opposed to actually just being a friendship group. It sounded really good, and I'm really enjoying this one. And then this one, oh my days, it wouldn't surprise me if I finished this today or tomorrow because I freaking love this. There's this Dan Brown's A Secret of Secrets. This book, he goes back to his just traditional writing styles that he did before the whole Langdon series, which I really love. This does have mixed reviews because I feel that people aren't used to it. So with Dan Brown, even with his obviously with the London series, it has different POVs. This one has the most it's had, I believe, in the series, and it's just so action packed. And I think that's why most people just dislike it. I saw one review saying it read like a film, which, if you can write a book and it reads like a film, that means you're really talented. But it's so good. Like, it reminds me of Inception Point by him. That's my favorite book by him. But this one may topple it. But how you think you know what's gonna happen, but actually it's completely different. Like, it always has you on the edge, and you think you've got it, but actually you haven't actually got it. You were like far off, or you were near close. But it just keeps you completely. It keeps you thinking and like thinking, okay, what's gonna happen next, or that maybe that it's just so good. I do really like this one. But yeah, not many people do like this one, but I freaking love it. So I've actually taken a few days off work because, oh my days, the last month, well, this month has been atrocious, to be fair. Fatigued all the time. Literally, the effort at work has been like just no energy whatsoever, and I couldn't tell at this point what was causing it. I thought maybe it was a new medication, but then I thought those symptoms had gone in the first week anyway. So I thought maybe it's just a symptom getting worse for the reason why I'm taking the medication. I don't know, but I was like, I actually need a break. So yeah, it's not been a great December, to be fair. You know, obviously Christmas Day and that, the run up the last week, the week on Christmas is good, and obviously coming up now. I'm filming this on the 30th of December, so it'll probably be up on the 30th anyway, or the day after. So yeah, that's basically what's been happening to me, just fatigue. I couldn't explain if it's generally just because I was lazy or generally I'm fatigued, like I've got a knees or anything, but these past few days I've actually managed to have lions, like waking up at 9 o'clock. You don't understand how bad I've been. Like, usually I'll wake up at 5 o'clock, no matter what time I've been to bed. I wake up at like 5 o'clock, or even in the middle of the night. So thank God for actually having that extra time to kind of sleep, which I think helped as well. But yeah, that's literally what's been happening with me. So Clara's an interesting character because she's the influencer, and you can tell that she's kind of lonely, like with a lot of influence. We don't see like their life, but basically her parents are supposedly always on holiday and stuff, so she doesn't actually kind of see them around Christmas or anything like that, which is pretty sad in itself. Which I think there's kind of like a plot within that, or I think there's a plot involving the relationship with her parents maybe. But it kind of just shows she's actually just this loner, and I think she's just desperate for like a connection with people. I don't know, that's what I'm feeling about her anyway. She seems like a very lonely character who has this facade of all this money and stuff, and the stuff that her parents always get her to maybe kind of replace actually genuine love and care from them. But yeah, it's interesting. That's what I get from her, that she's a very lonely person. She may have a lot of clout online, but she's still very lonely. So I made this during Christmas. Basically, what was it? When did I get? So basically, I brought this dome from the works on, is it Christmas? Yeah, on Christmas Eve after work. And I thought, in case I wanted to kind of do something over like the Christmas break and stuff, we wanted to craft something. So I brought this, and then on the same night, I had this idea. So I crafted the world and the cross and everything, and then I painted it after, and the glitter basically. So I didn't full on turn this into a snow globe just because the air clay I used was air clay. The clay I used was air clay, and obviously if it got wet it would kind of just revert back and it wouldn't stay hot. So basically what I did, I put some clear glue on the dome bit and just poured glitter on it, and this is what we have. Obviously I'm not like an artist, but yeah, it's pretty cool. What I think is pretty cool for me anyway. But yeah, and then I just glued it to the base because clay does not like to stick on plastic. It needs a rough texture, so I just use glue to stick on. So yeah, this is full on taking a turn. Someone's missing, and it wouldn't surprise me if that somebody was involved because of the conversation that happened before. Oh no. This is turning into don't trust anyone, even the government deal with this one. It's all starting to make sense now. All the pieces are coming together. But still, who on earth is the golem? That's the only mystery. My previous question has literally just been answered. Which actually makes sense to all his actions during this thing that was happening. It kind of explains everything. Kind of explains the obsession he has with this woman, but then yeah, he's very, let's just say this is all out of revenge, and yeah, his actions basically. And yeah, so now we know who he is. But I'm literally just past page like 400, like a few pages past 400, and we've still got, I think it's like 660 something pages left. So there's gonna be more things get to develop, but at the minute, on the basic level, we know what's happening now, which is good. We just need a little bit more detail. But yeah. So when it comes to audiobooks, I never class them as actually reading them because I'm not and listening to them. There's a very obvious difference. So whenever on Goodreads, I never put it as currently reading. Basically, when I've finished it, I rarely do listen to audiobooks. It's usually when because it's part of the Amazon Music now, so you get a free audiobook every month. So sometimes we'll have a browse and then I'll listen to it. I will always just add it to my bookshelf once I've listened to it, because I keep, there's clearly a difference because you can easily listen to a whole audiobook in a day opposed to read a whole book in a day, for me anyway. So it's kind of like anyway. But this one is basically about these crimes that were happening, where these families and these people were basically getting killed in their houses, and basically these houses were like next to train tracks, and they used to think at the time that they were just like random occurrences that were happening, but now later on with kind of like looking at evidence and stuff, they seem to think that it's all done by one person. And what's basically happened is, once they've killed the family or the occupiers of this house, he then gets on a train, and then that's how he kind of disappears from that area, basically by traveling on trains and killing these people. But yeah, that's what they kind of figured. That's what probably most likely is what happened, and it wasn't just done by all these different people. So basically, this whole plot, think of it as, I don't want to spoil it too much, but it is mentioned in. I mean, I've probably spoiled quite a bit of it already. But think of it as kind of like doing experiments and wanting to know more about the brain. Like they mentioned of MK Ultra basically, and it this kind of plot and where it's going and what's happening and what this scientist doctor or whatever is doing is kind of MK Ultra, but more of an advanced level of that, if that makes any sense, of kind of like using test subjects with a specific condition to kind of see if you can like rewire the mind, that kind of thing. So it's like MK Ultra, but MK Ultra on crack. But yeah, so that's basically the story, but it's literally it's starting to kind of like wrap up and everything, but it's so like action packed and everything, just everything is literally happening all at once. Okay, so we're now seeing red flags, like very bright red flags. This woman may actually be a sociopath. This girl in this book seriously has the worst judgment ever, because this woman is giving off so many red flags and she cannot see it. Imagine, right, let's be real. Imagine someone tells you a rumor, this is slight spoilers, but someone tells you a rumor about somebody, how they may have poisoned somebody, right? And you then tell this woman this rumor that she's heard about her, even though her friend told her not to tell her already, and especially her told her, and she just says, oh, it was an accident and everything like that. And it's just the way as well she describes the incident, like just red flags, just full on red flags. The whole event that happened, the rumors as to why she might have done it, like it's just madness. And the fact that she admitted it, and you're just like, yeah, I'm still gonna live this girl. And the fact that you then start to not antagonize her, but easily upset this woman, and I'm thinking to yourself, are you insane? Like, how are you not seeing these there's so many red flags of this woman. How are you this blindsided? Like, I generally, I cannot. I literally cannot. And mum like sort of warned her about her as well, because it's like you don't know her that well, and it's like this woman, so many red flags, and she cannot see it. She cannot see these red flags, these glaring, obvious red flags. It may be just because I have anxiety and I just always kind of analyze people, but oh my god, to me, it's so freaking obvious. And I would have been out of this. I probably would have even left the uni. I'd be like, yeah, I'm done. I can't. Because I'd be scared for my life. So I'm going to take a little bit of a break. I'm going to head to pick up a parcel, which I brought from Vinted. I got it posted one of those, like, post locker things. So I'm going to go pick up that. All it is basically some beads, second-hand beads. They're not new. I bought beads before from Vinted, which you know, but, you know. So I'm going to go ahead and pick that, which is annoying, because I didn't really want to go out today, but it's only like, I want to say down the road, and a turning, basically. Actually, down the road, turning. Down the road. I don't know, I'm talking nonsense. I think I'm going insane, guys. I'm going insane. So we have this container here. This is the one that's definitely been like opened. But you got charms in there. And yeah, I wanted this mainly for what I'm gonna. Oh, you can see it underneath, but yeah. So there's that, and then we have some alphabet beads. I need more alphabet beads. I know. It's always either E's or O's or S's that I run out of. This time I've literally run out of O's, and this comes with O's, so I'm glad of that. So this is well organized as well, which. Which, if you don't know, my letter beads, the normal ones, basically in the normal regular shape letter beads, I just stick them in here. I just stick all my letter beads together. So when it comes to kind of like looking for letters, I have to pull them all out, but anyway. And then these seed beads, these are the biggest seed beads I've ever worn. So the seed beads I have currently are quite small. But I really like these fancy ones. And then it comes with some, I don't even know what, claw closures, I think you call them. So yeah. and the cult has officially started, as what I thought about her, that her parents literally gave her money to replace her kind of like, to replace real love and compassion, and now it's like, guys, so she's having this party, she's like, guys, everyone can come here whenever they want. I think she generally just wants to be loved, and it's just gone warped. She wants to be loved, but also she'll do anything to be kind of, she'll do anything to get to further herself, and to be like she'll lie about all sorts of things, and she'll push other people aside or harm other people aside just so she gets that opportunity. And the fact, again, this woman's come up to her who used to go out with this woman and said another rumor, and it's like, just go out. But then immediately she's like, I don't want to leave this before, because I know her, I am known as well. So she's kind of enveloped in all this kind of false kind of, I say false love because it is, because it's kind of like an obsession of like a celebrity, and it's, well, not a celebrity really, an influencer, and she wants all this attention as well, and all this like false love and everything from these people. So she's like, okay, what she's told me has really concerned me, but I'm not leaving because of this. And it foretells something is gonna happen, and she's gonna wish that she'd actually left when she still had a chance. But man, some people do ignore anything, ignore any red flags just because of like what seems to be like like a positive kind of consequence of still kind of, yeah, it's mad. It's a mad amount of people that would ignore things. But it's the same thing when it comes to like relationships and stuff. There's so many red flags, but they kind of ignore it because they want to still be in a relationship, because they're still feeling this love or this attention from somebody. It's madness. It is madness. Because if I was her, I'd have left ages ago. Like ages ago. Wouldn't even got this far. So it's currently 4:30. I'm on page 505. I believe I can finish this book today. I believe I can finish this book. I have to finish this book today. It's not like I have to finish. I need to find out what happens next. I've not been hooked on a book this much in like ages. Like in ages. Like Iron Flame. I'm not Iron Flame. Yeah, Iron Flame and Fourth Wing got me hooked. But not, this book has got me even more hooked. And I've not experienced this in ages, man. In ages. I need to finish. I need to know. I just need to know. I have no words right now. I literally have no words. Like, oh my OMG. Literally an OMG moment right now. When I say that you're on edge constantly and you think you know the answer and it turns out it's completely different, this is this moment right now. Like, MG, I did not see this coming whatsoever, and I am like shook. I'm taking a much needed food break, and I'm just gonna process what I've read. I've literally got a few chapters left, but damn. Guys, this book is so good. I finally finished it, and OMG, Dan Brown, you've done it again. If you have read this, definitely read Deception Point, because it's the same sort of vibe. This is literally my top's my favorite Dan Brown book. So as I said, my favorite Dan Brown is Deception Point, but this is like on the same level. And now it's so my out of the Langdon series, Angels and Demons was my favorite, but this one's taken that spot because so much action, and I loved it. I loved it so much. I loved it so much. If you're into like kind of conspiracy things and kind of books that are very kind of action packed, then I definitely recommend this one. This is 5-star. I love it. I love it. This book is slightly reminding me of Lord of the Flies. I don't know why, but obviously now these girls are living in this house, and there's like new rules that keep adding up, and it's becoming more and more kind of like just insane. Like, basically closing them off now from friends and family, how they're their family now with each other, and it's just wow. How has she not ran out? I don't understand people sometimes. I don't know how she's not run out of this situation, because there's red flags all over the place. Red flags all over the place. But she's like clinging on to that hope. But guys, go with your gut. Sometimes your gut is the one that's, that's kind of more realistic than anything else in your heart. But it's a bit insane to me at the minute, but it's kind of giving me that kind of Lord of the Flies, where you've got a bunch of girls living together, and they're obviously Lord of the Flies, their plane had crashed and it's a bunch of kids, but you get what I mean. It's very cliquey way, like a clique. Is it called a clique? Like a group of girls, but then it's a clique that's turning into very, very, very toxic. But cliques can be toxic, but this is like over like toxic. This is if the Mean Girls turn into a cult. The film Mean Girls, and if it turned into a cult. Like, they literally have to wear the same clothes or the same like colours. It's mental. Like, it is mental. We can just see this. You can just read it and just see how it's just going down a spiral. I've got a feeling that what's happened is, when it comes to her, she knew she was lying about the whole thing. I feel that she literally used Chloe as like she groomed her, basically. It's like, if you in relationships, you don't know your partner may be abusive, and it's really nice until you marry him and he becomes abusive. It's that kind of situation. I think she literally just used Chloe to kind of show people how good. It's a bit like North Korea. Is it North Korea or something? North Korea? No, but okay, hear me out. And then used her and basically said, oh, it's fun to hang around with me, and then turn it into a full court. And this was her whole plan the whole time. She was very manipulative. Because, like, in North Korea, if you go over there, if you say you want to keep asylum, they'll look after you for a week. You'll be in all the videos and everything. Not a week, for a year. After a year, you're like every other person. They kick you out, and you're like, not kick you out the country, but you're doing slave labour and everything. I think that's basically what's happening with her. She just used her for her own kind of gain thing, to kind of reel more people into this kind of cult. And I'm telling you now, she's murdered people. The way she talks about death and killing, she's murdered people. And she's told her to invite her friend, which she doesn't want her to be friends anymore. And I'm telling you now, she's gonna kill her. She's gonna kill her. She's gonna kill her, or she's gonna make her disappear. I'm saying this now, like, this is, if she does go to a party, it's all gone downhill. Like, all the people that looked at the house, they all quit. It's literally an utter mess. And I'm telling you now, she's orchestrated the whole thing. I'm actually on a roll today. I might actually be finishing in this book. Like, it's 7:30, just after 7:30, I should say. And I'm on page 239. I actually don't have that many pages left. I think I have like another 100 pages straight. So I might actually finish this one as well, which would be the first time I've done a reading vlog where I finished 2 decent sized books where I'm not even halfway through in the middle before doing the vlog, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I've just been in like a reading. It's because these books are so engaging. I've just been in like a reading zone, just a full-on reading zone today. So yeah, guys, it's official. She's a sociopath, no, a psychopath. I don't know what the difference is. Sociopath, psychopath. She's clearly a murderer at this point. She's clearly, oh my days, this is like. Damn, I know nothing about technology. I didn't know one person could do that. I suppose he could. Man, nah, oh my days. She clearly killed that girl, and somehow blocked all the news from hitting her. Well, I don't know anything about technology, but this is insane. And if Olivia goes to this party, she's dead. I'm telling you now, she's gonna murder her. Like, this is too much. Like, this is insane, guys. I knew it. I knew she was a nutter. Literally a full-on nutcase. This book is an example of what happens when you're in an abusive relationship. Oh my god, she leaves and she calls her crying on the phone and she falls for it and she goes back into the manor. This is insanity. This is insanity at this point. Like, this isn't even like, oh my days. I mean, this is what emotional manipulation is, but as her friend was saying, like, your student loans are running out. Get a job like every student does. Because she's like, at the time, she was like living in a hotel. Or what her mum said is if anything goes wrong, you can move back in. But obviously, it would cost like travel and stuff. But that door was open. But she's like, nope, rather just live with this psychopath. That's insane to me, to be fair. That's just insane. But this clearly is an example of what an abusive and emotional relationship is, even though this is more of like a cult group manipulate. It's insane. It's actually insane. But the fact that she's obsessed with this girl, it's like she really loves her as well, which makes it really weird as well. So it's like you feel sorry for her, but then she's also possessive as well. It's very weird. Like and because she's obsessed with her, she goes. But I don't know. It's a very weird kind of her personality trait. But I suppose she probably has like an obsessive personal trait as well, which doesn't. I don't know. It's I can't wait to find out what happens as to how this all turns even more belly up. But yeah, insanity. So this one kind of ended in devastation. I would rate it 4 out of 5 stars. It did get me hooked. But yeah, kind of a grim name. But the girl's stupid. Literally stupid. Red flags everywhere. Ignored it. And there were consequences to that. So it's currently dark. I've got the lights off. But I just found out that the Golden is a young adult. So it's rare occasions I enjoy a young adult book. That one I really enjoyed, so I thought I'd just put that across because I wasn't sure. As I was reading, I wasn't sure if it's young adult or not. But for a young adult book, it's really good. I never really gelled. There's only a few young adult books I enjoy. I don't really gel with that genre as much, but that one's a good one.